Hi everyone, this is Pastor Richie, and I'm the pastor in Australia. And we will have a big event in the coming Saturday. It's the big street fair in the Chatswood suburb in Sydney, the CBD. There will many people come over there to join the festival from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. A long day, and we mobilize many of brothers and sisters to join to help and doing face painting, water tattooing for the childrens, and we arrange some outreach personnel. We name it ambassadors of our church to reach out to the people. So using the questionnaire, something like that, and we are preparing. We're still preparing. We have been preparing for months. Okay, now it's near that time, and actually, we are not just preparing the materials. Actually, we prepare the hearts of the people, and we do many briefings to the brothers and sisters to prepare what they should do and work out strategies. So I'm very honored that I've been invited by a church. It's our neighborhood in Linfield, St. Albans Church, and because we have some partnership with them, so kind of renting their venue to have outreach activities like light dance, like other stuff. So their pastors would like to talk to us. So I have a coffee time with their pastors. So we're thinking we can work together. And actually, last Sunday, I arranged a workshop. I with my wife and with one of our brother in our English congregation, Dr. Pang. We talk about, we share about topic, the heart of World Cup. So I would like to share some of our sharing, our points that because that they also book a store in the street fair the same day, just opposite to our stores, but they are new to do this thing. So kind of they want to get someone to have experience and share with them. That's that's why I came to their church to share last Sunday. So I would like to share a brief one. I think it may help if any churches or brothers and sisters, pastors would like to know how to do the World Cup. Okay, and I share it briefly with a PowerPoint. Um, here, yeah, the the topic is the heart of World Cup. It has a double meaning. The heart of World Cup. Uh, who wants to join the World Cup to preach the gospel? They have to have a heart to serve God, isn't it? So the other meaning is the heart of World Cup is to want to share about what is World Cup. The focus is where, okay, why we do that. So it's a quite some technical thing, strategic thing, and with the experience from my own. Okay, so I first I share about, yeah, a Bible foundation. Bible verses is from Luke chapter 10, verse 1 to 2. I think many of our sisters are familiar with these two verses because Jesus sends out. I I make a topic, send out walk up team. Okay, send out the disciples 72 and some more, two by two, to different village, actually the town or village, house by house, and 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 just share the gospel with them. And we can see Jesus were very keen to do this because you can see the red letter. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. It's the heart of Jesus. He see the need of there are gospel need in different villages in their times. So I share a bit, not much, but a bit about the kind of history of walk up, okay, street evangelism or open air evangelism, because it's a very you can see it as a old fashioned way, and you can ask about why we still doing walk up, but I think I want to share about some history and some of the it's actually many of the churches are building with the walk up evangelism, especially maybe hundreds years ago, before the First World War, actually, or after the Second World War. There are many different church groups of churches to do the walk up. Like here, you can see there there are like busking using the music to reach out on the street, reach out to the different kinds of people, and I think you can see the Salvation Army. Even they not just doing the open air preaching on the street, and even into the pub, okay, to save the one who are alcoholic, is in all in the history. You can see they are very keen to outreach, not just sitting in the church and tell people to come. They use the tent, not just Salvation Army. I mean, many of the churches in the past, they use the tent. Some open area, they rent it, big tent, and make it big evangelism meeting, and welcome everyone to come in. So at that time, many of the preachers came up, very famous preachers like Torrey and Spurgeon. They are preaching in the tent, and with the strategy that some street evangelism team like this one, and to evangelize the place, to boldly speaking the gospel to the strangers. So I just share some of the need and some challenges today. Like in Australia, many of the people state they had no religion. Okay, more and more people become no religion, but more and more people or lesser people to become a Christian, saying that they are Christian. So the trend is very obvious. So I think it's a challenge, and the other challenge is I share with them some of our experience in Australia, here in University in Sydney, of Sydney. Actually, there are cults, and there are different kinds of cults from Korea. They used to preach their gospel. Actually, they're not gospel. They're twisted ideas of Christianity, but they are very industrious to preach their thing. Okay, it's the real thing. I have helped some of the brothers and sisters to came out from the cults, the heresies, and they even in the orientation week here, also in the Sydney Uni, and they kind of promoting their belief, but in the cover up, it's like a church. Okay, you can see International Youth Fellowship Society actually is from a cult. It's the Good News Church, but they have covered up that society to help international students, something like that. Even have a store in the orientation week in university in Sydney. So actually, it attract many of the students and doing some Bible study, but actually they are preaching their their their, their messages, not the biblical messages. So it's a challenge, and actually it's a very good chance that in Western society we have freedom to preach on the street. Why we don't do that? So my argument is, if we can do that, why we don't do that? And uh, I share to the brothers and sisters in St. Albans Church that I think some of the strangers and newcomers actually, if we don't we don't want to reach out to them as a maybe using street evangelism or the other outreach activities, they will not come to church. They have no friends. They have no Christian friends. So I think it's legitimate to doing more World Cup, and it's effective. It's not like very blunt to pushing the stranger to listen to the gospel. Not like this. So we have a different strategy, and it is from this picture is from what I helping the brother and sister in Hong Kong, actually in the Hong Kong short-term mission training center, and they have some missionaries, maybe 1 year or 2 year full-time missionaries, and I is the one of the teacher, the trainer of them. I used to bring them, brought them to the street, brought them to everywhere, and planning many different kinds of preaching walk-ups to the strangers. So you can see we're using the evangelical tools. These tools also developed by our center. You can see two sisters help preaching to one stranger in the park. Okay, and we also arranging some of the outreach opportunity, like to reach out to the homeless, to the you can see in the refuse collection point. Actually, it's very dirty, but they can find some of the strangers that the workers working in this spot. They they would like to talk. We are teaching them to realize actually there are many chance and many workers or the stranger would like to talk with you when you're showing your care to them. So, and you can see we used to working with different churches, and you can see this one. They are store, they are spot, have some children program on the spot, in the kind of street fair or some fun fair, and we can reach over 500 children in just 1 3 hour session in a fun fair. Isn't it amazing? So we also go to went to different places, like here is in Taiwan. Okay. Also, we working with the church, and you can see the sisters and the pastors use the questionnaire. And it's a physical thing, okay, but we turn it into the digital thing later. So now we're using the digital survey, and we are just a survey to ask the stranger about different things, to have some contact point, or some talking point with them, and start conversation, and even we can share our testimony and our gospel messages if they are ready. It is very flexible. You can see also, we have uh, different kind of outreach in the in the underground train. Okay. Talk with the stranger, and here also in Taiwan, you can see a brother. Uh, he was drawing, and he has a gift that he can draw using the iPad, maybe a portrait, and after a cartoon portrait of the stranger. So once he finished, he can email that portrait to the one who wanted. So it's very interesting. So we just start this is human stores. Okay, right there, and you can see many people crowded, and waiting for the drawings. In the meantime, we have some street evangelists to reach out to them. It's very effective, actually. And this is from Oakland in California. Okay, that city, the Oakland, is just opposite to the San Francisco. And a few years ago, my family went there and worked with some churches. So you can see we using some pull up stands have a gospel message, and is very colorful and attractive. So we can just like put you can see we can just put a small table beside the pedestrian, and to pull up banners, so we can talk to the stranger very effectively. And we even have some chances to work with Logos Hope, the gospel ship. Okay, um, actually, we help them to develop ambassador program, because the gospel ship, they used to go to different city, and when they settled in the city, and open their deck floor. The deck floor have the largest library, largest bookstore in the sea. Okay, the mobile ship, mobile library. So it attracts different people from different city, and when they go to different city, they can work with the local churches uh, in using that deck for when the deck for attract different people, and the local churches can work with the crew in the Logos Hope, and to doing some outreach. This program we developed is using the deck for, like here is the bookstore, and using the questionnaire again, and ask them their reading habit, and have a conversation starter, and the same strategy to help the brother and sister to more easily to share their testimony and gospel. And in the cafe, and we arrange a 2 by 2, reach out to the one who are resting or having coffee in the cafe is effective, and the justice is very relaxed. The atmosphere is very warm. So we also using the chance because that they have the journey of life storyboards are very big, and the one who go to the ship and find that the cartoon is very interesting, and they used to take pictures, and we reach out or something. Sometimes we can just share the gospel message because it's from Luke chapter 15, the lost son. Okay, it's very effective too. Of course, sharing with the kids, and they have they call the challenge team from the Logos Hope crew. We're working with them. This Mikey Walker is their very good preacher. They preach. He used to preach in the street and using the drawing, and the crew member using some mind and and busking and share the gospel and share their testimony. Yeah, we love working like this. I also arranged one time. I arranged the some experience for the crew, the challenge team. Okay, and we bring them. Actually, he's in Hong Kong. We bring them to the old building to do door locking, to reach out to most of them are poor people living in the old building. So we reach out like this. It's a Logos Hope experience in Australia also. Of course, not just the cults using the all week to preach to outreach. We do we do as well. So we bring brothers and sisters working with the Christian society there to do some outreach in the whole week. It's very effective, especially this year. Many Hong Kong students coming back, so we actually reach out many of the students, new students, and still keeping the relationship with them, and even some of them still engaging in the Christian fellowship. And of course, we're using the different kinds of festival. The Christmas, we used to invite them to our gospel meetings or Christmas carol event, and even we just share some of the brochure, some gospel leaflet, gospel tracks, something like, yeah. Because that kind of festival, usually the people out there more acceptance to receive your message, your gift, and would like to talk to you. It's Christmas, right? And then it's the first time I go to the I went to Australia. It's already 8 years ago. Yeah. So it's working. We're using the store to do different kinds of activities to attract them and share gospel to them. And this year, I make it brief. Maybe I will share later for this event because now it's Wednesday, 3 days to go. We have a big street fair. Okay, I just mentioned, and it's in the picture you can see it's 2019. Yeah, it's almost 3 years ago, and this time we divide 4 different sessions for brothers and sisters to join. And the fair, you can see in this map, some of the roads are blocked, and over 120 stores out there. It's a big event. You can see very crowded, and it's our stores. Okay. Yeah, we talk to people. We using questionnaire, and we using the water tattoo and face painting. Attract the children and parents, and the parents waiting when they're waiting. When they're waiting, we talk to them. Yeah, like this. Give you a glance, get the idea of what will happen. And we share about our church brochure to give a layout and present what church is look like to the stranger, especially many of them not Christian. Yeah, and we have souvenir, we have magnets, we have some stickers that the children like it, and bookmarks, the bookmarks with the with Bible verses and few gospel message, 5 color. Okay, we use the questionnaire. Just give you a glance to have an introduction to our for them what activities our church will already have. And when in the briefing, I teach them how to share your gospel. Yeah, and we have that colorful gospel tool named Precious Gospel. Yeah, and that's Precious Gospel. We have developed 2 pull up banners, okay, for them to use on the street. Yeah. So that's what I have, and just want to give you a glance of it. Please pray for us, and I want everyone when you watch this video, and you can see what's World Cup is look like, and we are actually, if you ask me what will be the result, actually we can have an impression to the strangers that the church is friendly, and we have different services and different activities. Of course, even some worship and fellowship, and we are open and we welcome them to join us. It's a gesture, is kind of an impression we want to give to the strangers, and actually we can collect some data from them if they want to join our activities, and even we can using the questionnaire as a conversation starter, and sometimes we can talk very deeply, and we share our experience and as a migrant, we have very different kinds of difficulties, and they usually have the same or similar experience like us. So it is a very good conversation atmosphere in the street fair, and we usually get I think maybe at least hundreds of contests, and we can do follow up, and even after the fair they can join our church. Usually we can expect it. There are many newcomers in the coming Sunday. So pray for us, and I will share more, but maybe in Cantonese. And I think it is very good strategy to do the walk up using the stores in the fair. Okay, that's what I have, and hope that you can share if to your friends if you think it's helpful for you. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.